So we're here today to do a repair attempt on the home of Mr. Morris. His address is 867 Honeysuckle Drive in Fultondale, Alabama. Zip code 35068. His Allstate claim number is 08131597746. And so here today, where you kind of see these arrows, we've marked this damaged shingle. Very obviously damaged. It's been peeled up and ripped. They had a big storm come through here around Thanksgiving. Everything you can see above the arrow that's bracketed off are shingles that I'm gonna have to manipulate today to remove this shingle. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm gonna do is break the seals with this flat bar side, which you can see they're already breaking or broke in. But I'm breaking them with the flat bar side of this roof snake, which, yeah, I mean, you can kind of see just the pitiful condition that this roof is in, and the way that these seals are breaking and everything's separating and tearing. I mean, just from lifting that up, there's a separation of these two laminate layers. If they separate too much, it is a point of failure, and it also kind of will make me stop the video, but for the sake today, I'm gonna try to go as far as I can without causing too much of this irreparable damage to Mr. Morris's house today. As you can see, getting that off wasn't fun, and it caused some tears right here. Trying to get it up with a flat bar, tore it. So kind of step one here is gonna be removing these fasteners, and we're gonna make sure that we don't lift these too high because we don't want to cause any extra tears in this area. You're gonna have to remove the sunglasses. So right here, hadn't even pulled it up, there's a pull through right there. And so what that does, it kind of compromises this whole area here. So putting a fastener back through that is gonna be impossible to do because it'll never hold again like it's supposed to. And I can provide the documentation for that as well. Let's see here. Another fastener already pulled through. Gotta push the shingle back down over it to get the fastener out. I've got a little bit of mat transfer on these fasteners. Get them out. Which is another point of failure when doing an ATR. Let's see here. Alright, so there's another pull through up at the top here, and I hadn't even, that was before I'd even got the roof snake up under the flat bar portion, at least, to remove that fastener. Let's see, there's another one right here. You can get that on camera. Move my hand right there on the tip of my finger. That fastener's already pulled through. So first thing I kind of look at when I see this, and I'm going to highlight them with a piece of chalk just so you guys can see what I'm talking about when I'm talking about a pull through. Right there, and especially right here, you can kind of just see the size of the hole. No fastener head is going to be able to go back here. And when installing a shingle, they need to be spaced out properly, and when they're not, it's not, it's not going to hold anymore. And as you can see, pretty much all of these fasteners have pulled through at some point and really aren't doing their job anymore. I don't know what kind of shingle this was to begin with. Looks like an old Tamco Tuscaloosa shingle. So today we'll be going back with a standard Owens Corning Oak Ridge shingle, and it is a architectural, as their Oak Ridges are. And so the first thing I'm kind of noticing putting this in, it's for the sake of this video, it's okay, but when doing proper repairs, it is the wrong size. And you can see just how big a difference there is and how much of the exposure is showing. Obviously the upper portion of this new laminate shingle is not the same size either, so getting it fit how it's supposed to is less than ideal in this scenario. But make sure it's not hung up on any old fasteners. Alright, that's about as good as that's going to get. So let's go ahead and get started trying to put these back in. We are going to be using industry standard roof snake today. Put these new fasteners in. Get readjusted here. Oop. The things that I kind of want to point out is when using this roof snake, it's hard to tell in the video, but it causes a hail-like impact when getting the fastener all the way in there, and you can see kind of where my finger pushes into a divot there. So it actually cracks the matting when you're using this, which is one of the reasons that I don't like using one. There's another one, kind of hail-like impact here. And I'll mark all of those when we get to the end of this video. Right here, you can see just by hammering, we've got pieces of shingle just breaking off and flaking away, which is in its own a point of failure because it is causing excessive damage to this roof. You can see if you want to come over here, the shingles actually overlap in this portion by a pretty large margin. There's the end of the old shingle, and these newer shingles are pretty good size longer than these older ones, along with the fact the exposures are nowhere near compatible. And so I don't know if you can see it in the video, but the granule loss is pretty outrageous. I mean, they're just coming right off, which is also another point of failure. Shingles are not waterproof. The granules allow them to form a waterproof barrier. So with that in mind, that would also be a point of failure. Let's get that out. And we're not being too rough with the shingles when lifting them up. Just lift them up enough just to get that new fastener in. And right here at the end too as well, I'll kind of review and we'll go over all the different points of failure that kind of occurred. So right here, the shingle's in with all 8 fasteners. Standard, I can sit here and pull on it, it ain't going nowhere. So the first thing we'll do is give this a light hand swipe. As you can see, no granules are coming off this new matting. The only thing coming off of it's all the granules from the old shingle. So when I do a light swipe here, you can just kind of see how bad the condition are. I mean, look at this tooth right here. This upper laminate layer is missing every single granule on it now. But it is missing every single thing. Big point of failure, number 2, it's gonna be this upper laminate layer. I mean, you can see where this one broke off. It's actually laying right here. And that was not due to any kind of crazy amount of force or excessive manipulation. It strictly broke off. And the other main points here are gonna be these points of contact, like where my finger sinks in here, where that roof snake kind of caused some unnecessary hail-like impacts to this area. So for that, I'm gonna go out today and I'm gonna call this repair attempt a failure. I'd like to ask that you'd please review that video, and I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you.